Secretary Hammond, thank you very much. And again, welcome to Aberdeen. We are very pleased and proud to host this project, a very important project. This groundbreaking ceremony is a sign for all Grays Harbor for better times ahead. We appreciate the Governor and her Cabinet's dedication to this project. We also have been pleased to be part of your team, Governor, and cannot express how amazing your staff has been to work with. We'd also like to thank again Secretary Hammond for her leadership and dedication in bringing this project to Grays Harbor. We'd also like to thank the Coastal Caucus for their efforts to assure that this project was located in Grays Harbor. They're a great team to work for. You bet. A special thanks to Representative Lynn Kessler, who is leaving us and left. We wish you nothing but success in your future. This is an important step for our community, which truly reflects a team effort by local and county government, honorable state, federal agencies. I would like to recognize some of the locals who have helped make this project available. City Council members John Smith, James Cook, Doug Paling, Alice Phelps, Paul Fritz, Tim Alstrom, Margot Short, John Arack, Pete Shave, Frank Gordon, and a special thanks to Kathy Hoder for her special efforts in making this project happen. I also want to thank the city staff, Lisa Scott, who's done a great job, and Bob Waite and Larry Bledsoe. I would also like to thank the Grays Harbor County Commissioner Mike Wilson, Terry Willis, Herb Welsh, and former Commissioner Al Carter. Grays Harbor, yes. Grays Harbor Port Commissioners Jack Thompson, Stan Pinnick, and Chuck Caldwell. Port of Grays Harbor Executive Director Gary Nelson and his staff. Council of Governments Executive Director Vicki Cummings. I'd also like to thank Mayor Vicki Raines and Jack Durney and their staffs. This is the new future of Grays Harbor. Let's begin now.
Now I'd like to introduce the person who really made this project happen, and that was Governor Gregoire, the 22nd governor of our state, who, without her leadership, we would still be talking about replacing the 520 bridge. So I want to thank her personally for her leadership. Thank her for coming down here to help us celebrate today, and look forward for more good things to come. I'll give you Governor Gregoire. Thank you, everyone.
Well, good morning, Aberdeen. I'm a little worried I'm going to get my hair messed up out here, but then I looked at Paula and Lynn and thought, whoa. Thank you to the Grays Harbor community. You've been working with us for a number of years now, and today we're going to break ground. This is a major milestone for all of us. It's going to keep Washington State moving to the 21st century. We're going to replace an old and vulnerable floating bridge, the 520, which by wind like this, candidly, or by an earthquake could be taken down. And imagine the devastation if that happened. So I can't tell you how pleased I am to be here. President Sharp, thank you. Thank you for your wonderful work and your willingness to work government to government in a great partnership here. We appreciate it. Thank you, Mr. Mayor, for coming out today. It takes sturdy heart to come out, and by gum, you're here. And thank you very much. Yeah, there you go. Thank you to the entire community for stepping up, to the City Council, to the commissioners. Everybody here has stepped up and made this day possible. We're in tough times across America, and I don't need to tell you that here. We've got over 12.5% unemployment here in this community. So no matter how tough the times are today, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to work here in Aberdeen. In the first days of this $367 million project, we're going to see hundreds of jobs here in Grays Harbor. We're building the casting basin here to produce the pontoons, as Paula put it, that are going to be honking big. We're going to start with about 50 workers. At our peak, we'll go to 300. It will be the largest pontoons that anybody here can imagine. We got to come out again on a bright sunny day and take a look at those. It's a great example of our state coming together, this community helping build the infrastructure for the Puget Sound area so Judy Cliburn can get across the 520 bridge safely. That's really very important for us to have one Washington. Thank you to Kiewit. Thank you all very much for what you're doing and the challenging opportunity that you've taken up here. Thank you again to the people of Grays Harbor who are going to make it happen, to the carpenters and the pile drivers, to the operating engineers, to the concrete and iron workers who will ensure that we have a safe and strong bridge. It really does take skill and determination, and by gum, this is the place to find it. We're up to the challenge here. These pontoons for the bridge will keep our vital transportation link open for workers, for goods, for services. We're on track to have that new bridge by the end of 2014, paving the way for a good economic recovery throughout Washington State. It's projects like these that everyone has said take a team. And I want to give a big shout out, if I personally can, not only to Judy Cliburn and to her colleague across the Capitol, Mary Margaret Haugen, for their wonderful leadership. But the Coastal Caucus is one mean bunch of people. Yeah, I can hear Hargrove in the back. Mean? Senator Hatfield, Senator Hargrove, to Representative Taco, to Representative Vandeweghe, to our newest addition, Steve Theringer. Thank you all for all that you have done. You have been a great Coastal Caucus. When you stand up, we all listen. But I will tell you, I come on behalf of the caucus, and I come on behalf of, I think, all of the members of the legislature and myself, and the great team at the Department of Transportation. I want to take a recess here, because I think it's well-deserved. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe we have the finest Department of Transportation leadership with Paula Hammond and her team, David Dye and the rest. Please join me in a big shout out to them. But I can tell you, when we were at a critical stage, a very critical stage about whether we were going to get this or not, there was one person who stood tall, stubborn, and determined. And that lady's name is Lynn Kessler. She, throughout her time, on behalf of everyone here, was a tireless leader. She's been an advocate for this community and the legislature constantly. This project, like I said, I don't think could have happened without her determination. She is a strong ally and a good friend to each and every one of you. And on behalf of the Coastal Caucus and the rest of the legislature, we miss her in Olympia very much. I trust her. I trust her to the nth degree. And I know you trust her. And she's a real champion for our entire state. And I want to thank her by giving her a token of appreciation. We're going to present Lynn with a photo and a core sample from the test pontoon that was built at SATSA. It represents the bedrock strength of this community and the solid support that she has given throughout the years. Thank you, Representative Kessler. Congratulations to Grays Harbor. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to work. And here is your...
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That was awesome. Oh, yeah.
I think it's time to dig the dirt because my paper has disintegrated. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for everything you've done for us. Thank you for what we're going to do together. Let's go dig some dirt right behind us here. Oh, and when I say
Over the shoulder, Chris.
throw it there.
Right over the shoulder.
Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now do this about 1,000 more times.
Yeah, so sad when we done.
All right.